Hi everyone, welcome to my maths classes. Dear students, in previous session we have discussed formulas related to areas concept and also we have solved problems related to exercise 11.1. Is it? Now in this session we are going to discuss the concept of parallelograms, lies on same base and between same parallels, and also the relationship between areas of a triangle and a parallelogram which are lies between on the same base and between same parallels. Okay, are you ready? Okay students, now we are in class name areas topic. So in that areas topic, the subtopic is we are going to prove statement that is under theorem 11.1. that the most important the theorem this is, and based on this many applications we get in the exercise. Okay, so to solve those problems, so we need this concept. So we discuss regarding this point in detail. Okay, so how it is going to be proved. So theorem 11.1, parallelograms on same base and between same parallels are equal in area. Parallelograms on the same base and between the same parallels are equal in area. So we are going to consider two parallelograms such that they must be lie on same base and also between same parallel lines. Okay. So for example, I am considering two parallelograms. So let us consider parallelogram ABCD. Okay, parallelogram ABCD and another parallelogram. So this is the parallelogram ABCD. Okay, A, B, C, D, and another parallelogram on the same basis DC. Okay, such that they should lie on same base and between same parallel lines. Here I am taking another parallel lines PB. Okay, so PB is the parallel line. So the another parallelogram is the name of this parallelogram is, I am considering like this. The name of this parallelogram is it looks like parallelogram? No, wait. Yeah. Now here ABCD is a parallelogram and another parallelogram is PQCD, considered as PQCD. Okay, PQCD is another parallelogram. These two are the parallelograms lies on same base DC and between parallel lines PB and DC. Okay, so let us consider two parallelograms. Those are parallelograms ABCD and another one is PQCD. These two parallelograms on same base DC and between same parallel lines. What are those? And between same parallel lines. What are those parallel lines? Same parallel lines PB and DC. Same parallel lines PB and DC. What are those parallel lines? See here. Clearly we come to know that here they are given clearly. Two parallel lines they said. So I have assumed PB and DC are the two parallel lines. I am denoting these two parallel lines with the arrowhead. Okay, clear. Now, because this is about given. What is required here? Here required to prove is, what is RTP here? Here RTP is required to prove is, we have to prove that these two parallelograms which are lying between these parallel lines and the same base. So we have to show that area of parallelogram ABCD is equal to area of parallelogram ABCD is equals to area of parallelogram PQCD. Area of parallelogram PQCD. area parallelogram PQCD. Okay, beta. Now to prove it, just we observe the figure. Okay, to prove it, see the PQCD parallelogram and if ABCD parallelogram. If you observe these two parallelograms, the common region is this. Total figure is divided into three figures. Okay, three subparts. Okay, each part if you consider. So first part, second one, and third one. Okay, in this second part is common to both parallelograms. Am I correct? Second part is common to both parallelograms. Okay, then 1 and 3 parts are not common because second part is lies in PQCD parallelogram and also in ABCD parallelogram. Okay, so this one is common region. This is the common region for both parallelograms. Okay, so no tension. So now which one is not common here? 1 and 3 regions. Okay, what are these 1 and 3 regions? These two are triangles. So if these two triangles areas are equal, okay, to prove area of parallelogram ABCD and the area of parallelogram PQCD equal, it is enough to prove that the areas of these two triangles are equal because of already this region is common for both the parallelograms. So these are non-common regions. If these non-common regions are equal, then our task will be completed. So that if you prove these two triangles are equal in area, then it is enough to show that area of ABCD parallelogram and PQCD parallelogram are equal. Reason is already this region is common for both the parallelograms. So if you prove it, it is enough. Okay, cut. So that our immediate task is to prove these two triangles are congruent. Why? We know that if two triangles are congruent, then they are equal in area. Those two triangles are equal in area. Okay. Now I am going to prove the triangle PAD and triangle QBC are congruent to each other. If you prove these two are congruent, we can say that these two are equal in area. Proof. So what is the proof? Here I already said to you that we have to compare triangle PAD and triangle QBC. Reason also we discussed it. So now consider these two triangles, triangle PAD and triangle QBC. Okay. So before considering these two triangles, after consideration, now if you observe clearly here, you can observe that here PB and DC are parallel to each other according to hypothesis. Okay, and also we know that AB is parallel to BC. Since ABCD is a parallelogram, okay, since ABCD is a parallelogram, we know that opposite sides are parallel and equal. Okay, so that here AD is parallel to BC. I have considered here AD is parallel to BC. Here AD is parallel to BC and PB acts as transversal. Now in triangle PAD and QBC, AD is parallel to BC. Okay, and here PB is transversal. Then what can I write here? Yeah, I can write here angle PAD is equal to angle QBC. Angle PAD is equal to angle QBC. Reason is angle PAD is equal to angle QBC. What is the reason? The reason is these are same side of the transversal and these are not adjacent, and these are one is exterior and another one is interior. So that we call these type of angles as corresponding angles. We are familiar with these two angles, those are known as corresponding angles. Okay. So by corresponding angles axiom, these two are equal. Reason is corresponding angles. These are corresponding angles. Okay, clear. So angle PAD is equal to angle QBC. Okay, clear. Now in the same way, if you consider parallelogram PQCD, in this PD is parallel to QC. Okay, here PD is parallel to QC. Since opposite sides are parallel and equal according to properties of parallelograms. Okay, so here PD is parallel to QC. So we are going to prove that these two triangles are congruent. To prove two triangles are congruency, we have some three axioms: ASA axiom, SAS axiom, triple S axiom, and RHS axiom. These are four axioms. Okay. So among those four, any one should satisfy. These two triangles must satisfy any one of those four axioms. Okay. So just that is why I am trying to find the corresponding parts equal here. So what are the corresponding parts are equal in this figure? Okay, right. In these two triangles, in triangle PAD and triangle QBC, in these two triangles, I am going to try to which corresponding parts are equal here. Okay, right. So in that part here PD is parallel to QC. And same PB is transversal. Then here also, if you observe clearly, since these two are parallel to each other and here PB is a transversal, then these two angles, angle APD and angle BQC are equal. Reason is again corresponding angles. Since if two lines are parallel and intersecting by a transversal, then their corresponding angles are equal. We have discussed in lines and angles concept. Okay. So here angle APD is equal to angle BQC. So here two pairs of corresponding angles are equal here in triangle 1 and in triangle 3. Okay. In 1 and 3. Regions. Okay, clear. Now, what is another part? What is another corresponding part equal in both the triangles? That is, clearly we can take either PD is equal to QC. Since we already said that they are given PQCD is a parallelogram, opposite sides are parallel and also equal. So that here PD is equal to QC. Okay, here PD is equal to QC, or AD is equal to BC also we can consider. Okay. So before that, since here two angles of a triangle are correspondingly equal to two angles of another triangle, then automatically we can say that the third angle of the both the triangles also equal. The third angle of the both the triangles also equal. Because of according to angle sum property, if you find the third angle, we get in this, both the triangles we get same answer. So the third angle also equal here. So I can write here this third corresponding angle also equal. Okay. Now here PD is equal to QC since PQCD is a parallelogram. So PD is equal to QC since PQCD is a parallelogram. Now, if I list out the corresponding parts of both the triangles, I will get like this. See, that is triangle PAD or DPA, and another one is triangle QBC. In both the triangle, angle PAD is equal to angle QBC. Okay, clear. And the second corresponding part is angle APD is equal to angle BQC, and here PD is equal to QC. So by the reason is corresponding angles here. Okay, corresponding angles here also, and here it is a parallelogram, opposite sides are equal. So already same reasons I have listed here for better understanding. Okay, clear better. Now, by according to congruency rule, angle side, these two triangles are congruent triangles. So what is the axiom here? By angle side axiom. By angle side axiom, triangle PAD is congruent to triangle QBC. Triangle PAD is congruent to triangle QBC. So triangle PAD is congruent to triangle QBC. That means these two triangles are congruent triangles. As we know that if two triangles are congruent triangles, then their areas also congruent. Congruency means equal. So then their areas also congruent. Okay. Now, since their areas are congruent, then if you want to find the area of parallelogram ABCD or PQCD, how to find the area? Area of the parallelogram ABCD is equal to sum of the areas of these two parts. Am I correct? Second and third. Okay, that means area of trapezium or quadrilateral AQCD plus area of triangle QBC. I repeat, the area of parallelogram ABCD is equal to area of quadrilateral AQCD plus area of triangle QBC. Is it? So, area of triangle QBC. But already we proved that area of triangle QBC is equal to how much? Area of triangle PAD, since they are congruent triangles. So area of quadrilateral AQCD plus area of triangle PAD. Area of triangle PAD. That means sum of these two regions, sum of these two portions. If we add these two, we get the area of parallelogram PQCD or not? Yes. So that is nothing but that is equal to area of parallelogram PQCD, because we are getting here now sum of these two areas, the areas of these two regions. So that is area of parallelogram PQCD. So by this, what do you understand? We understood that area of parallelogram ABCD and the area of parallelogram PQCD are equal. How these are equal means, since these two lie between same parallel lines and on the same base. Okay, here parallelogram ABCD and parallelogram PQCD lie on same base and between same parallel lines. So we are going to conclude that if two parallelograms, two or more parallelograms, what it means, some parallelograms lie on same base and between same parallels, then their areas are equal. They are equal in area. How generally, if you guess, if you use our common sense, this is true itself. How? Because of, see here, simple. What is the formula actually to find out the area of a parallelogram? Base into height. Here base into height in the sense the perpendicular distance between these two parallels, is it? So just I am considering this one as its height as like this. See, so its height is like this. See, the perpendicular distance between parallel lines. Here PQ parallel and CD is a parallel. Two pairs of opposite sides are parallel and equal in a parallelogram. So that its height is h and base is CD. Okay, this is about the parallelogram PQCD. Now what about the parallelogram ABCD? Is it same height or not? Since these two are parallel lines, no? With same as this height also same. This height also same. So here base into height. Here also in the case of area of parallelogram PQCD also base CD into height h. Okay. And in the case of ABCD also base same base and height is same. That means perpendicular distance between these two parallels is same, because of these two are lie between same parallels. Parallel lines means constant distance. Constant distance. So that here h, here also h, this h is constant, no change. So that in the case of parallelogram BCD also B into h only. In the case of parallelogram ABCD also B into h itself. So area 1, area 2, both areas are equal or not? If you consider area 1 for parallelogram PQCD and the area of ABCD parallelogram as A2, then in both cases we got A1 and A2 values are same. Reason is these two are between same parallel lines. Distance between parallel lines is always constant. So that we concluded like this. So general thing it is. So geometrically if you want to prove, we have to prove like this. Okay, clear? Right. Okay, my dear students, this is the proof of theorem 11.1 in the chapter areas. Now we are going to discuss another statement, that is the area of a triangle is equal to half the area of the parallelogram on the same base and between same parallels. So this is the given statement. We are going to prove this statement. See, further I have considered ABEF is a parallelogram. Okay, ABEF is a parallelogram and ABC is a triangle. ABC is another triangle which are lies on the same base AB, which are lies on same base AB and in between same parallels AB and EF. Okay, so here ABC is one triangle and ABEF is parallelogram. Okay, ABC, here ABEF is a parallelogram. So what is given? ABEF parallelogram, ABEF and triangle ABC and triangle ABC on same base AB, on the same base, on the same base AB. Okay, on the same base AB, clear? And in between same parallels. What are those parallels? AB and EF. I have considered these two as, and between same parallels they said. So what are those two parallel lines? AB and EF. AB and EF. And in between same parallels, and in between same parallels AB and EF. AB and EF, clear? So one is triangle ABC and another one is ABEF parallelogram. Okay. Now what is required to prove? You have to prove that the area of triangle. You have to prove that area of triangle ABC. It is given. And what is RTP? RTP means required to prove. RTP means required to prove. You have to prove that area of triangle ABC. Or required is here. Area of triangle ABC is equal to area of triangle ABC. Area of triangle ABC is equal to half the area of the parallelogram. Half the area of the parallelogram. What is area of triangle ABC? Means area of triangle ABC. We can denote symbolically like this. Is equal to
half of the
area of parallelogram ABEF. ABEF. You have to prove it. So for this, what I am going to do now, I am drawing a parallel line through B. A parallel line through B, which is I am drawing a parallel line through B. I am drawing parallel line through B, which is parallel to AC. I am drawing a parallel line to AC through B. Through B, I am drawing a parallel line. I am drawing a parallel line through B, which is parallel to AC. So through B, draw a parallel line to AC. BH is parallel to AC, which intersects this parallel line to extended FE at H. Okay. So here AC and BH are parallel. AC and BH are parallel. Already given AB and EF are parallel. Now here AC and BH are parallel. How means we have constructed. Okay, it is our construction. Okay. In construction part, what I have done? So in construction, through B, draw BH is parallel to AC. To intersect the produced Fe at H to intersect produced Fe at H. ఈ B నుంచి AC కి ఒక ప్యారలల్ లైన్ డ్రా చేస్తాం. ఓకే, ఈ ప్యారలల్ లైన్ ఎక్స్టెండెడ్ చేసిన Fe కి H దగ్గర ఇంటర్సెక్ట్ అవుతుంది. ఓకే, సో దిస్ ఇస్ అబౌట్ నౌ. ఓకే, క్లియర్? నౌ we got a new parallelogram, that is ABHC. Am I correct? Reason is, since they are given already AB is parallel to Fe and here AC is parallel to BH, here two pairs of opposite sides are here parallel and equal, so we can say that ABHC also a parallelogram. Okay, and ABF is a given parallelogram, ABHC is a new parallelogram. And if you observe these two parallelograms having same base AB, is it? And between same parallels FH also no parallel to AB, because FH is formed by extending Fe. Okay, Fe ని extend చేయడం వలన వచ్చింది FH. ఇక్కడ Fe అనేది AB కి parallel అయినప్పుడు FH also parallel to AB. Okay, now we can write here one diagram, that is, here from the figure we can observe that here parallelogram ABEF and parallelogram ABHC, both the parallelograms lie on the same base AB, and in between same parallels, What are those same parallels here? Those are AB and FH. So just we proved about this theorem, is it? If parallelograms lie on same base and between same parallels, they are equal in area, is it? So based on that concept, we can write here area of parallelogram ABEF is equal to area of parallelogram ABEF is equal to area of parallelogram ABHC. Reason is they are on same base AB and between same parallels FH and AB. So area of parallelogram ABHC. Okay, this is about the relation between these two parallelograms. Clear? Okay, now this is equation 1. We have considered it as equation 1. Okay, let it be. And already proved that ABHC is a parallelogram. Since ABHC is a parallelogram, we know that according to properties of parallelogram, here what do you call BC? It is a diagonal. So according to properties of parallelogram, in a parallelogram, diagonal divides total figure into two congruent triangles. Okay, whole figure into two congruent triangles. What are those triangles here? ABC and BCH. ABC and HBC or HCB. Okay, this total figure diagonal BC divides it into two congruent triangles. Is it? What are those two congruent triangles? That is a triangle ABC and another one is triangle ABC and another one triangle HCB or HBC. ABC or HCB. Okay, these two triangles are congruent triangles. If two triangles are congruent, then their areas are equal or not? Yes. So therefore these two are congruent now, so their areas also equal. So area of triangle ABC is equal to area of triangle HCB or HBC. Area of triangle HCB. Okay, clear? Okay, now here it is clear that area of triangle ABC is equal to area of HCB. Okay, now by using this I am writing first one as like this: area of parallelogram ABEF is equal to area of parallelogram ABHC can be written as the areas of sum of these two triangles. sum of the areas of these two triangles, that is area of triangle ABC plus and area of triangle BHC or BCH, area of triangle BCH. Okay, but just we came to know that these two areas are equal. The areas of these two triangles are equal, so I can write it as area of triangle ABC plus area of BCH also I am replacing by ABC itself. Okay, area of triangle ABC, because these two areas are equal, so instead of area of triangle BCH I am writing ABC. Okay, so it becomes twice of area into twice of area of triangle ABC. So if I want area of triangle ABC, by transposing we get area of triangle ABC is equal to half of the area of parallelogram ABF, which is required for us. I am sorry, I have to write here half of. I am sorry, we have to write half of area of parallelogram ABF. Okay, so 2 into area of triangle ABC. Clear? Yes. So from this I can write it as area of triangle ABC is equal to half of area of parallelogram ABF, which is required. Clear, beta? So this is about the statement of second statement, proof of second statement. It is most important, very important for competitive exams also. These two properties what we have discussed regarding parallelograms and I mean the relationship between parallelograms which are lie between same parallels and on the same base, and the relationship between a triangle and a parallelogram which are on same base and between same parallels. Okay, clear? So just for better understanding we discuss the proof here. So we have to remember the statements thoroughly, and we can solve many number of problems based on this concept. Okay, so in the next session we are going to discuss problems based on this concept. So I hope you are clear about this concept. So thank you.